Today we are going to talk about inheritance in Python, and we'll see at multiple inheritance and also a little bit of constructor concept. So let's start. We'll start with making a parent class, and this is how we define a parent class. And then we'll make few variables like maybe var1 is equal to, say, give a word. First will be okay, then va2 and give it this is what I'm going to show you, that this will be printed in our inherited class. So what is inheritance? Basically, inheritance is actually receiving or attaining or inheriting the properties of the parent class. Like in human being, a child inherited the properties of their parents, like their parents, and they may be sub siblings also, parent siblings also, so they inherited their property. So let's make a child class, say it to be C class, and what we have to do, this is the important aspect, what we have to do is we just have to give the name of the class in round bracket, and this will be automatically considered as a parent class, and this will be a child class. So we will not write anything. There is a mistake, make it class. Okay, now if you don't want to write anything, just you may write PSS. You don't want to define any variable, okay, that will be fine. So now we'll make an object of this class, POBJ. This will be the object of parent class. How to make object? Equate it through this, and we have a parent object. Now let us see how to call va1 v2. We know it, it's quite easy. We are calling it through its own object, so there will be no problem. You say va1, it will print first. You say va2, it will print second. No problem with that. We have to see that whether this class, which has inherited va1 and va2 to itself by inheriting or using inheritance, do this class have this va1 access to va1 or va2 or not? That we'll see just now. Make a object like this, so we'll call it COBJ. That is an object of C, and I'll just copy this. Now we have made an object called C object. Now I will access, or try to rather access, va1 v2. So see, we have inherited this, so we are able to access through child class also. Again, for the sake of completeness, let me try it for va2. It will give second. Okay, this work is done, and now I'll try to show you that how this is a parent class and this is a child class. What we'll do, we'll give variable in this class also, child class also. So we'll make another class. This class is intact, we'll be using it. I'm going to make another class which is called the child class. Say it may be child, and I will inherit it again the similar way we did in the previous example, this example. And what way I will do is, I will try to define or declare a third variable, that is va3, and that will be having a string third, and by it I will be making a child object, say COB, and I will try to access COB. Let's make it first. I try to accept VA1, VA2, VA3. So, no semicolons please. COB will have VA1, VA2 by virtue of inheriting, and COB will have VA3 because this is the variable of this child class. Okay, COB dot VA1 we have first, COB dot VA2 this has to be second, and now its own class, the object 3. Okay, now this is done from our side. We have seen how inheritance is carried out. What is it? Now let me make one other thing. I'll try to show you multiple inheritance. So let's make a class 1. This is a class 1, and I'll not do much, just VA1 as say first. Okay, this is the first class, and this will be the second class, this will be the second class, and another class, call it class third. Okay, or rather call it a child class, because we are going to make a child from first and second. Okay, so class, name it as child. And what I'm going to do is, this is important. Everything, you know, you may just listen it while I say, but this is, you have to pay attention. 1, 2, that is the second class. Now this class has inherited property of this also, property of this also. Again, I have made a mistake. This is VA, it should be VA2. Okay, what should I do? Let us make it again, no problem with that. Make it VA2. Okay, and then again class child, and one from here, comma second from here. Okay, now I will try and give one more variable, that will be the third variable. That will be the third. Now we have 3 variables. This child has VA1 because of this child has VA2 because of this child has VA3 because of this. Again, same task, make object called, say, object obj, and this is object of child class, and what we are going to do is obj dot va1, this will be first, obj dot va2, this will be second, and obj dot va3 will be our third. So this is all about our inheritance and multiple inheritance. So let me just give you an idea of constructor also. So what is a constructor? Constructor is a function which is, by default it is there, and it is called whenever an object is been made. It is automatically called, whether you call it or not, it will be automatically called as an object is made. So let's make a class, say new, and how we make a constructor, how you look at a constructor in Python. This is by defining def, say 2 underscore, you have to give 2 underscore, say init, you have to write init, again followed by 2 underscore, and in the bracket you have to write self, and in the end colon. So let us print, say, my self constructor. Okay, done. Again, this is how the constructor is made. How Python will know that this is a constructor? This has to be there. It's the same format I told you just now. Make a new object, new nobj is equal to, say, new, See, I have not given anything, but this is by just making an object, this print is automatically executed. This line is automatically run because constructor is called whenever you make an instance of a class, that is you create object. Thank you so much. Take care of yourself.